Here's how to create a compelling story using a simple, proven 4-point checklist. Telling compelling stories is a lot simpler than you may have been led to believe. To demystify storytelling, I created and tested a 4-point checklist, and you can use it in advance to determine if your story is going to be compelling and memorable, or if it's just the same old, completely forgettable marketing copy everyone else is using. To illustrate the effectiveness of these 4 components, I want to take a look at a brand that crushed their storytelling and did so by nailing each of the 4 checklist items. The brand, Extra Gum. Now, if you read my book, Stories That Stick, you already know about this epic campaign, but here's a little background so you can understand what was at stake. Once the king of the gum market, Extra had seen a steady decline in sales. They had tried to revive their brand by emphasizing the features and benefits of their gum, primarily long-lasting flavor. But their efforts fell flat. To understand why customers were not choosing Extra, the company hired a research firm to uncover the unconscious decision-making process of gum buyers. Here's what they found. 95% of gum decisions were made unconsciously and at the checkout line, which meant in order to win those less than 2 seconds a consumer has to choose their gum, Extra needed to go beyond the product's features. They needed to tap into the human experience. They needed to make gum buying and that decision about more than just buying gum. They decided to take a chance and tell a story, an aspirational story about human closeness, a love story. And so the story of Sarah and Juan was born. Let's take a look at the video campaign they put together. And as you watch it, here's what I want you to look for. 4 components: an identifiable character or characters, authentic emotion, a moment, place, a time, a setting, and specific details. Those are the 4 items or 4 components on our checklist. See if you can find them in this video, and afterward, I'll give you a breakdown of the 4 component checklist and how you can put it to work.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Won't take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love.
Give extra, get extra.
All right, let's talk about this. At the top of this video, our video together, I said you can create a compelling story with something as simple as a 4-point checklist. The Extra Gum commercial is a perfect example of those 4 items, those 4 components at work. Let's take a look at the 4 components that are present in this story that bring it to life and see if you saw them. First, identifiable character. Check. We have Juan and we have Sarah. We connect to them because they remind us in some way of ourselves as a young person in love and all the ups and downs that come with that. Their life is relatable. We can see bits of ourselves in those characters. Number 2, authentic emotion. Check. Young love in all its simplicity and heartbreak. It's an emotion that so many of us have experienced. Number 3, a moment. Check. When Sarah walks into that studio, notice how time seems to slow down. Months, even years later, you'll likely be able to remember the soft glow of this point in the story, and it serves to center the observer's mind on the key message. Finally, number 4, specific detail. Check. We see those gum wrappers as a small detail that is intentionally and beautifully woven throughout as a detail of the story. Now, some might argue, after watching the film, that it is the song that makes the video so compelling. But I argue, try watching it again without the sound. Turn the sound off. The story still works. Imagine reading it. The story still works. Though I wish I could take credit for the incredible storytelling in the Extra Gum commercial, I cannot. I had nothing to do with this masterpiece except to witness, to recognize what made it so powerful. The presence of each of the 4 components. A checklist you can use for your own masterpieces and get this powerful result. Now, this 2-minute video has been viewed over 100 million times, and more importantly, Extra reversed their sales decline. Fortunately for you, this kind of impact is available to any business. Use that simple checklist: identifiable character, authentic emotion, a moment, and specific detail. Now, for more information on each of them, be sure to read or reread Stories That Stick. That's all for now. I can't wait to hear the stories you'll tell.